Melissa and I still have so much to do way up high off the ground on the exterior portion of our house. And for that, we rented the telehandler lift that you see here behind us. We've been using that. It's been working beautifully. However, we only have it here for another couple of days, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, so that means we have 2 days to finish up our soffits completely. So we have the back gable end to do, and then we have a really scary, skinny little portion of the main roof in the front, which means Jeremy's going to be working the lift, and I hopefully can complete that from the basket, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to crawl out onto our A12 roof, which I am not looking forward to finish that up.
Why are you working the lift?
Because I'm not the best driver of equipment.
So we all know I offered to get it done. I said I'd go up there and actually finish the soffits, but Melissa was like terrified of using this telehandler lift.
Yeah,
so.
Well, because I don't want to add unnecessary skylights to our roof using the basket.
All right, we'll get it done. Let's get to work. On our last video, all the soffit material that we installed was running the same direction. For today's video, though, we are making a change. Once we hit this corner here, this little tiny short section, we're actually going to make a transition and run everything the opposite direction. So it'll be perpendicular to what it is that we already put up. You can get all this done in 2 days?
I think so.
You hopeful? You optimistic?
I hope so, because they're going to come take our lift away.
Come on, Mama, come on. Good?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna. Oh. Ooh.
One. While Jeremy cuts the other 4 boards that we need, I'm going to show you guys my bad thing. See these boards? These boards turned out very nicely after I stained them. What I was not paying attention to last night while staining was that I got to the bottom of the barrel and all this kind of orangey sediment sort of settled at the bottom. And I stained the other half of our boards Oompa Loompa orange. See? Oompa Loompa orange. So now I get to take a rag and I get to get off as much of the orange as I possibly can. But luckily we have enough of the blonde boards to finish the back and the front section. But for that sketchy little underneath area, it's going to be orange. So I'm really hoping I can get as much of that color off as possible, but luckily you're not really going to see it. You have to stand at a really special angle in order to even see the boards under that. So hopefully it's not noticeable, but yeah, be really careful when you get to the bottom of the barrel on even translucent stain. Looks good. Yeah, that's a bummer.
Take another piece.
So on this strip, we are left with quite a big gap. So Jeremy's gonna have to rip a piece, which kind of stinks because we're really limited on the blonde pieces. So maybe we'll try to use one of the orangey pieces since it won't really show, but we're gonna have to do probably a half strip here.
You know what I think it is that the actual pitch of the roof is a little different.
Oh yeah, it is.
From here, because even the angle, I think with getting this piece cut and stuck under there, it's just not gonna rest the same on this sub fascia. But we'll figure it out. We'll make it work.
So not even even?
It's not even now. The gap is off a little bit, not by much, but it's gonna be tricky too because we have to tie into that far end with taking it down to meet that other fascia. So the minor problem that we've encountered here is that we have a wider gap than we did on any of the other vented soffit segments. So we're going to measure and rip one of these tiny roof boards down to where it actually wraps around this corner. Well, the other issue is that the gap that we were left over with actually gets narrower the further out we go. So we're gonna take a whole bunch of measurements, make our marks, we'll fire up the table saw, get this board ripped, and hopefully everything just snaps right into place.
We did fabulous.
Yeah, yeah.
Fabulous.
It'll work. Try it.
It's gonna fit perfect and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh.
First time?
Yeah. You're gonna be like,
all right, I'll tell you what, if it fits perfect, I'm gonna take the credit. If it does not, it's probably your fault. we undercut it here in the corner by like 1/8 of an inch. What?
I feel like it's curvy and it looks like little Dutch siding. The scalloped siding.
Okay, so we'll trim this corner up and we'll try it again.
Okay.
So your fault?
No.
Your fault.
I don't think so. It's gonna fit this time. Okay, we're gonna take this down one more time and we're going to take like 1 centimeter off of it because we're trying to get it tucked up underneath the fascia so that it doesn't show, because right now it's kind of doing this waviness and it shows and it just doesn't look nice. So 3rd time's a charm. We did a way nicer, straighter job this time, so hopefully it fits much better. It's gonna fit perfect.
Hope so. Yeah, that'll do, pig. That'll do.
Nice.
Woo! They're nailed up.
Since we got that piece up, we wanted to celebrate with some snacks. So we got this box from an awesome subscriber, Vintage Candy Co.
Vintage?
Vintage.
Not vintage. We're not that old.
So these are candies from the 80s, and since we are products of the 80s, we thought we would dive into some of our childhood snacks. What about Zero candy bars?
I don't think I've ever had that.
It's a white chocolate
Ooh,
candy
what's
bar.
the first ingredient on the wrapper, Melissa?
Caramel.
Caramel. Caramel.
Fun dip.
Love those. Always fun.
Yes, always fun. They would come in a 3-pack, and our mom would yell at us for spilling them into the carpet. Chico sticks. They used to be darker orange, and they were the coconut, crunchy.
Not familiar with that.
Oh my gosh, did you not have a childhood?
I grew up in Hawaii. Okay,
What?
we
They
didn't
don't
have
have
access
candy
to
in
like
Hawaii?
all kinds of cool candy.
These.
I totally remember these.
Let's have one.
You have to bite the tops off, right?
Let's try it. My mom never let us get
Really?
these. Never.
Oh, we used to always eat these.
She'd be like,
I
uh-uh.
drink these, I
Pick
guess.
something else.
Yeah, you bite the tops off. Yeah, I totally remember these. Whoa. Yeah, that's a total flashback. This is the woman I married. Beautiful.
Okay, last, but certainly not least, candy cigarettes.
Can't find those nowadays.
They had the lucky ones and these ones, and there were 3 different kinds, remember?
Yeah.
I
completely.
would get these and we would pretend to smoke and be cool on our little Schwinn bikes.
Yep. Who doesn't want to get the kids into the habit of
It's such a terrible...
smoking cigarettes?
It's such a terrible... Remember the bubble gum cigars?
Yeah. All good stuff.
This brings me back to my childhood. What a fun box.
Good times. Thank you so much for sending it. We really appreciate it.
Just probably rebuild this whole engine or this whole thing. I don't know. I could do it in an afternoon. Okay, so for this side, we just have this tiny little section to do. Once we get this up, we will move to the other side and do it all over again.
Oh! Okay.
Piece of me keeps pulling on you like an anchor's weight. See a distant storm and wanna keep you close at bay. I only want the best for you, that's true, make no mistake. In time you see the best of me, you're clearing of the rain. Never give up, reaching for love. Sooner or later I know you'll understand. Never give up.
I'm gonna try to limbo under there.
How low can you go?
Can't
How
go
low
very low
can you go?
anymore. Move that. Can be accident.
How low can you go? That's pretty good. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Why don't we see more of that? Huh?
You wanna watch me limbo?
Why don't we see? I mean,
Somewhere along the line I got tied up inside my head. Tried to guide the tide.
Them's my Thanksgiving pants.
them's my turkey pants.
I'm like a child. I only wear elastic waist. Yeah.
You want this veggie?
Yeah, okay. We are now at the stage where we need to rip down the final board and notch it out. So we're going to see if we can get it done on the first try this time.
First time, nailed, guaranteed. We are on the last board. We're halfway done with it, but we were taking a quick break because we're tired. How do your shoulders feel?
Like they're on fire.
Yeah, so we've been working overhead for the past few days with getting all these soffit boards put in place, and it's a little exhausting, but we are almost done for today.
Yes.
Ready to power through?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. You're doing a great job, Mama.
You hold on to hope instead. Dreams might look as if they're dead. Just hold on to hope.
Now that we are so close to having our home dried in, it is a perfect time to make sure that we have the best insurance at the best rate, not only here in the tiny home, but on our new home as well.
Really, there's never a bad time to find new ways to bundle your home and auto insurance and save on your coverage with Policy Genius.
So whether it's a new policy or maybe your policy's up for renewal, let Policy Genius search for a lower price for you.
Policy Genius makes it easy to compare home and auto insurance in one place.
They've saved customers an average of $1,250 per year over what they were paying on home and auto insurance.
Getting started is easy. First, head to policygenius.com/goodsimpleliving and answer a few questions about yourself and your property. Policy Genius will take it from there. They'll compare rates from America's top insurers, from Progressive to Allstate, to find your lowest quotes.
The Policy Genius team can look for ways to save you more, including bundling your home and auto insurance. And if they find you a better rate than what you're paying now, they will switch you over for free.
Head to policygenius.com/goodsimpleliving and get started right now.
Policy Genius, because when it comes to insurance, it's nice to get it right.
Well, the animals are ready to get to work, are you?
I guess. Today is the last full day that we have the lift rented. I cannot believe that it's been 7 days already.
Goes quick, especially when you're busy.
Yes, it does. So we have accomplished a lot, but we still have this back gable end to do, and then we have the front gable end to do, which is really scary.
Scary and awkward. Yeah, that tiny little gap in there. We need to figure out. We still really don't know how we're going to get that done, but we're going to do our best.
Yes.
Get it done today.
We are? Today?
Hopefully.
Okay.
We'll see whether or not that's actually going to come to fruition. I'm a little doubtful, but we'll find out.
Yeah. Well, crumbly start to our day. Jeremy, do you want to show the people what you just did?
There's a hole in the wall.
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
Jeremy punched a hole in my pantry wall.
Yeah, so I was getting our
with this
platform.
thing.
I was getting our platform into place, in position, and wasn't paying attention, obviously. And this thing went right through the wall, and it landed on a cavity, so it punched right through our zip. So what I'm gonna have to do now, and we'll do this later because we have other things that are more important at this point. But we're gonna have to cut around this hole, patch it, tape it. It'll be good as new. It won't look great, but it's gonna be covered anyway. Horrible start to the day. Hey, it could have been worse. It could have been a window or something.
Or a giant sliding glass door.
Yeah, something like that. I'll fix it. Sorry.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry.
Not to dwell on what I did here, but every time I do something dumb on the job site, it always worries me, especially when it's early in the day, because it just sets the tone. You know what I mean?
No. Get in a better mood. It's going to be
I'm
fine.
not in a bad mood. It worries me is what I'm saying. It puts me in a weird funk. I'm hoping that's my one mistake for the day. I got it out of the way and we're good to go. But
Yeah.
it's weird.
You got it out of your system. We're good.
Hopefully.
Good. So this morning's happenings just further tell me that I should not get behind the wheel of this lift.
Maybe I shouldn't be behind the wheel of the lift.
Maybe. But it shows me the damage that can be caused by just a tiny little mistake, which further tells me that I should not be operating the lift going over our metal roof.
So you'd rather I operate it with you on the platform 20 feet off the ground?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's a safer option?
I think it's a safer option for our home. Yeah, because we don't need the title of this video being we punched a hole in the back wall and the roof. Only 724 more to go. 723.
We don't have to try. In the end, it'll be alright. You make it up
Okay, no more holes in the wall.
easy. Life on the brighter side.
Poor Jeremy, I like to razz him. Okay, that's probably good there. Better stop.
I know we'll make it through. Don't you worry. You got me and I got you.
As Jeremy continues on with that gable end, I am still trying to wipe as much excess stain off these as I can. So I learned a really big lesson that translucent stain is not actually completely translucent. And it's not like kindergarten paste where it goes on purple and then it dries clear. Not the case. So I've got a lot of scrubbing to do.
Last piece to this side, Mama, last piece.
Exceed the speed of light. You see through me, and there's nothing there to hide. I know you like the back of my head. There's no one in the world that can give me like you can.
All right, it is moment of truth time. Mama's all loaded up. She has her Mighty Mouse t-shirt on there. Are you ready to go? I know this is gonna be a little nerve-wracking and scary, but are you ready?
I mean, no.
Okay, well,
Let's
that's
do this.
super encouraging.
Well, I don't like it up there.
I know.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. If we need to sub you out, I will somehow make my way up there. How's
I
that
was gonna
sound?
say, who are we gonna sub me out for?
Me. That's all you got.
How are you gonna get up there?
Mighty Mouse power. All right, Mama, you ready to go?
Beam me up, Scotty.
You trust me?
Yes.
You trust the equipment?
Yes.
Okay, I'm nervous for you, just so you know.
Oh, good. That's super encouraging. Okay. Yay, here we go. There's no way to like fold myself down there from this basket. The only option is going to be to get on the roof and like lay on your back. But the roof is so slippery because it's dusty. It's a lot different once you get up here. Well, Jeremy has ventured onto the roof.
Yeah, it's great. No, totally comfortable.
Uh-huh.
Not terrifying at all. Like every ounce of your being wants to slip off and plummet to your death or
Your
serious
demise.
injury. Yeah.
How are you going to get all the way to the top?
I don't know yet. For right now, I'm just focused on right here and trying to get these pieces in.
Okay.
I want to work the platform all the way up to about here or so.
Okay.
Okay.
You're the hero of the build. Don't pull on that front bar.
It's terrifying.
So this is going to take significantly longer than we thought because for every probably 6 boards we have to scoot this up, but it takes 2 of us to be up here because I have to hand him the sledgy or the boards as we go because he's extended out on the roof and he can't be going back and forth for every single board. So this is quite the process. It's super nerve-wracking. My legs feel shaky. I know Jeremy is not like being on the roof, so we're just going to try to get through this. And Jeremy has to climb up on extension ladders every time we move it, which is going to get a little bit sketchier as we go higher. Welcome back.
Nice.
You ready to get back on that roof?
Absolutely not.
Let's do it.
Bring the nads.
Oh, it's not.
You know, help make this better?
Me.
Not getting hit in the nads. Next.
You look like a man bot right now. Like you just start shooting nails out.
Like a fembot.
Yeah.
Don't make me laugh.
Ladies, stay away from my man. He shoots nails. It's not safe.
Better fire blanks. Yeah, I've got to make sure I keep it pointed the right direction though. Always see. Safety first.
Yeah.
But hey, we're doing it.
Yes, we are.
Am I close to the top? It feels like I'm close to the top.
You are. You're like 2/3 of the way.
No, seriously?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Just don't let the snow stop fall off.
Damn bolts better hold. Well, if they give out, I'm just gonna get wedged beneath the platform, between the platform and the roof. That should stop me.
You get stuck like Winnie the Pooh.
See by the dad bod.
I'm very proud of you. I would have been like, nope. Guess what? We're not having soffits under there. Round 2.
Let's practice.
Being a ring girl.
Yeah, Moonlight is a moon girl. Nobody knew that. See, YouTube fun fact.
We are now at the very top. So Jeremy's going to use the extension ladder. Hopefully it will reach and we can get up here and then lay back on his back at the very tippy top and complete it all the way to the top corner. And then we're going to go around to the other side and do it all over again.
It wasn't so windy over this peak.
Yeah. Of course the wind's going to pick up.
I need a break, preferably on the ground.
Okay.
Woo!
Get me down now. Thanks. Closer to the ground. My chariot awaits. We have one last final stretch to do. Unfortunately, it's in a very scary spot, just like last time. We're gonna bang this out and we are done with soffits. Hallelujah, this has been a super long project. Up we go. I volunteered to be the one that would crawl onto the roof if need be. But when the moment came, Jeremy must have sensed my uncertainty. I didn't even say anything, and he was throwing the ladder up there to take my place. I know that he was just as scared as I was, but over that railing he went, so that I wouldn't have to go. As I stood up there offering little more than moral support, I couldn't help but think about how blessed I am to have someone that without fail puts me first. He puts me ahead of his wants and his fears. And it's those everyday actions that display to our children what it truly is to love another person. He may not have thought much of taking my place out there, but as I watched him struggle up the roof on his back, nail gun between his knees, all I could think was, my God, I love this man.